Hello, my name is Anthony Montes. I'm an actor, writer, director, teacher, father. I have a 14-year-old son, Matthew. This past year has been kind of amazing for me. I wrote and acted in 2 feature-length plays that I had made into movies. One's called The Last Night In, and the other's called The Last Train. Last Night In is getting finished, and we'll go to festivals, and we're in post on The Last Train. So, and all these opportunities to teach abroad. And I've just been asked to be on the jury of a smartphone film festival in Australia. So it's been a pretty exciting year. I always wanted to work abroad. I've been teaching since 1987. I've been teaching my own group, the Artist Theater Group, and recently I've been teaching at James Franco School, Studio 4. And I started looking at opportunities. I have a lot of students in different countries. So I reached out to them and asked if they knew of any schools that might be looking for a teacher. So I met Deliana from the Paris Film Academy, and she brought me out here. And that's led to other opportunities. I went to Berlin, to Stockholm, Istanbul. People have been amazing. There's great talent pool here in Paris. Everybody was really excited to learn to work this way. I teach the Meisner technique. I teach some Strasbourg as well. I've been teaching a long time, so I've come up with some of my own exercises. But I would have to say, well, here in Paris too, just walking around is like it's like an open air museum. Everything's really beautiful. The food is great. I mean, what's not to love? I didn't have any real support when I first began acting. So I started finding solace in the words of people that I respected, and the words of Van Gogh, Puccino, Meisner, Strasbourg, and I would see myself in their struggles, or not just their struggles, their joys too, later on, but in the beginning it was all struggle. So I would write down these quotes to just remind me. It was nice to hear that, things got difficult for Dustin Hoffman, and he felt like quitting, and then he started teaching. So that all motivated me, and then I had it in these separate little notebooks, these scribblings, and then I thought I'd like to share it with other people. So then I just put it as a book to be an actor and self-published it. As these words have inspired me, I think, I know that they're inspiring other people. My son definitely inspires me. Part of coming out here and trying to establish these teaching abroad is to eventually take him with me so he can experience spending time in another country. So him, definitely, his honesty, he's always in the moment, and it's, as an actor, I've had to learn to be in the moment. It settled me down a lot in my life and made me appreciate and enjoy everything. I was floundering for a long time, and identifying with Van Gogh kept me in kind of at a bad place. I thought suffering had to be a part of it. So the fact that I was suffering and starving as an artist, I thought that was it. When he came into my life, I realized I couldn't live my life that way. I had to, focus on taking care of somebody else, and it made me look at life totally differently and more simply. And he really probably saved me from myself. Puccino, he's a big star in film, but I love his passion for his work. I love that he's always going back to the stage. Van Gogh, I love his approach to the work, his passion for the work. He knew he had to draw the finger before he drew the hand, before he drew the arm. He knew that there was a process, and just a real love for what he did. And the way he painted, how he feel like he had to go into the mind so he could bring that to his paintings, the same way I try to approach acting, to try to live in that character's shoes. Sandy Meisner inspires me. His teachings have changed my life. So I'm enjoying getting to spread his word and his teachings. My students inspire me. My mother inspires me. She's an amazing woman. The Last Train was inspired in 1987 I was really depressed. I was working 3 jobs to pay my rent. I just wanted to act. I was lonely, and I'd had enough. So I wanted to kill myself, and I jumped in front of a train, a subway train, an elevated train. When I hit the tracks, I knew I didn't want to die that way. Didn't want to do that to my mother. And as the train was coming in, I jumped to my right. I was able to squeeze in, and it flipped me in my arm and fractured my arm. So that inspired it. So I wanted to maybe put a face on what it looks like. Someone who has tried to kill themselves. Maybe get a dialogue going. My story in the play happened before Robin Williams killed himself. And it's probably even more topical now. And I wanted people to not wait for the person in trouble to ask for help. That if you know that somebody's going through something difficult, a divorce, lost their job, that your family and friends reach out to them and just check in on them, take them for coffee, and start a dialogue. So I want people to see themselves in us and to keep hope alive. And for me, it took a long time to realize the biggest problems in my life, the things that seemed like were the worst thing that could happen, were actually keeping me or putting me in the direction I needed to go. So for me, writing and acting has been a way of taking the shit in my life and turning it into something better. And that's what the Last Train is about. I've learned more about life from teaching, acting, I think. More about myself. Teaching's made me a better father. Being a father's made me a better teacher. I don't see myself as I'm the teacher and you're the student. I think that's what's made me successful is I see us on the same level, and I'm just sharing information that I love. It's not by any means the only way, but it's what I know, what I'd like to share. Over the past couple of years, because of things people have said, it's made me feel, proud, and I'm happy to share what I've learned. Everything happens for a reason. Even when you're in it, and it seems like this is the worst thing that can be happening, that's where I guess faith comes in. I don't mean faith in a particular God or whatever, but faith that things are going to turn around, or faith that this is a part of it. There's going to be tests in life. That we are here to learn certain lessons, and once we've learned off those lessons, we can move on. But you can't move on until you can test it. So power through that. I would love to have my own theater. That's something I can see happening in the future. I want to continue to make my own films. I want to establish places in the world where I'll go teach 3 times a year, 3 or 4 times a year, so that I can continue on with the students. I'd rather do that rather than just introduce something to them, whet their appetites, and say, okay, good luck. I would like to have this continue so I can create this web of acting talent and pools where we can work together around the world on projects, so that they can work in LA and people in LA can work in Paris or Stockholm. But just to continue to not have to have an agent, just do my own thing. I would say don't wait for people to give you the opportunity. I mean, if acting is what you want to do, then there's no reason not to act. There's reasons maybe to lose money doing it, but if that's your passion, you got to find a way of getting to classes, be around people of like mind. Now, get yourself a camera, learn how to use it, get on stage, write. Just do it. Just do it, and don't worry about the result.